what are we doing with these? Well, we'll figure something out. Hello and welcome back to DarkenEmber Forge. My name is Elwin. I want to thank you for joining me on my journey today. Today we're taking kind of a half step away from the journey idea by taking some scrap chunks. This was the part of the holder for the window weight I was using to heat my oil. This is just kind of a scrap cut off of the plate, getting another chunk out. Anyway, I'm planning to do some little things. I want to break this piece off here where it got way too thin and probably chop it back a little bit and make a bit of a hook out of this for the spatula that I made before. Put a link in a card maybe. No, that's right. Right hand. Yes. Put a link, remind you if you haven't seen that one yet. But it is a little bit awkward on my knife rack. There we go, get that chunk off. So I want to make a little hook for it, just something to hang it up on. I'm just going to see what I can do, if I can make something resembling a halfpenny scroll. That'll be fun. And this one here, so excited. I want to just kind of play around with my swage block actually and see if I can't take this, what is this, about 3/8 inch thick chunk and dish it just to see what I can do with it. I have no idea if it's going to work, or if it'll be something I can use for anything, but as you can hear, the forge is pretty well heated up, so let's see at the anvil. So what you've missed is I straightened it out. I decided to use the current ribbon scroll for holding with my tongs, larg, and then I started to draw this out a little bit over the horn. Alright, now you're all caught up. leave that attached for now. That makes it so much easier to get in and out of the forge. I'm going to heat this up, run this down to the basement, secure it in the vise, get all squared up. After it cools, I'm going to I'm going to sand it to a reasonable polish to match the spatula. So I think that's probably about that for this weird looking little thing. Alright, let's go play. See you at the swedge. I should have rounded out this square a little bit first, shouldn't I? Square, rectangle, something. Yeah, fat chance at that now. So this has been kind of interesting for me. Just kind of a little goofy, fun, playing around thing. But I think I'm actually going to come back to this with a little different tool if I can scavenge it together out of parts from some garbage I have. I wonder if I ought to film that. Maybe. Maybe not. Probably not. It might be more fun just to show you. Anyway, I will show you that completed hook now. And we'll just let this one cool on a brick for a while, I think. Do a brick. In keeping with the spatula, I did not spend all the time I could have to make sure that the hook was perfectly polished and clean. I left a lot of these dark spots on because the spatula has them, and it really makes it look like it all belongs together. But anyway, the main thing about doing this way was to try this little halfpenny scroll. And as you can see, it needs a little practice, needs a little work. We have a bit too sharp. It's essentially, it goes here and goes into a 90-degree angle with the corner filed off. It's not quite that bad, but it's basically that bad. So it's not that smooth curve that it should have, going pretty much all the way from the bottom up and through. But, you know, it's a start. I need more practice. The shape of the back was just sort of a, oh crap, how do I make this vaguely interesting, and just ended up pinching it with a fuller. It wasn't well thought out, is what I'm trying to say, but all in all, I think it looks alright. Nothing special, but yeah, it's not bad either. And this thing literally was just banging this into the swedge to see what would happen. I was wondering if it would thin out any, but I don't think, well, just looking at it, I don't think it thinned out at all. I think it just deformed into it. I wasn't able to get a good contact between the hammer and the swedge in a lot of places. Also realize that as I'm doing this, I should pull it out and look at the bottom. Something they always say, you know, look at the bottom of what you're doing. But like, you know, I could have seen like, oh, I need to hit it here into the swedge and feel better. But I do have a piece of junk that I'm going to be repurposing to see what we can do with that. But that won't be for a little while. Oh, luckily, after chopping the nut off, this is a surprisingly good fit for my hardy hole. Who'd have known? I was terrified. What am I going to have to do? Am I going to have to like wrap it with some, you know, mild steel and conform that to shape to fit? But as it is, I might just ignore it, or maybe heat up the thread and try to like squish it down, try to upset it a little bit to make it a little bit fatter. Not much, but just a little bit. And then if I could sort of oblong it, not oblong, stop sign, octagon it a little bit. Yeah, boy. Brain isn't working. Haven't had all my coffee yet. Anyway, this is just kind of playing around. I was so excited to jump back in and do something else with my forge, so this is what we get. Like, just a random chunk of bent metal for practice. But you know, sometimes that's how it goes. It doesn't have to be necessarily a big project. It doesn't have to be some beautiful thing. It just has to get you trying new things. And if you keep trying something new and practicing on your fundamentals, well, eventually you'll get somewhere. That's the hope anyway. I keep telling myself, knock on wood and all. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you like. Don't if you didn't. Leave a comment. Let me know. How do you think that halfpenny turned out? I mean, yeah, could be better. Do I put a picture up here to show you what it should look like, or let you find that yourself? Maybe we'll do that. Well, it looks more like some kind of like a fruit hanging off a vine. We'll say that was intentional. Okay, just between you and me. Shh. Have a wonderful day.